Reporting live from my favorite place, the bed. I want to send a huge shout out to the PACU nurse from yesterday. So, if you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, you already know about my new position that I took at work. And yesterday, they sent me to a post-surgical unit, right? I've never really worked post-surgical. I mean, I've gotten some post-surgical patients. Obviously, that's just part of nursing. But I've never worked on a unit that was specifically for post-surgical or whatever. So, the unit, when I floated over there, I was working with an old-timer nurse who always works there, right? So, we ended up starting out with 3 patients each. We both discharged 2 patients, and we both received 2 post-op patients. Now, mind you, we had no tech. So, it's really busy to receive 4 post-op patients with no tech. So, the other nurse that knows what to do, I kept wondering why she kept on going up to, like, the nurse's station, talking to the nurse at the charge nurse or whatever. So, she was like, oh, I'll take the first admission, that'll give you time to get all of your charting and stuff done and get it out the way. I was like, okay, cool. So, the first patient she got was a hysterectomy. Second patient that get admitted is a thyroidectomy. I get the thyroidectomy. Boom. The third patient that was supposed to come was supposed to be another hysterectomy, right? And then another thyroid. It was 2 thyroidectomies, 2 hysterectomies. Well, me not being a surgical nurse, I did not know that hysterectomies was cake. So the PACU nurse had ended up calling me because at this point, she had her admission, I had my admission. And the PACU nurse called for the next set of admission, like patients that was coming up. And it was this Spanish dude. And he was like, oh, are you going to be getting the patient that's going to blah, blah, blah. And I was like, am I getting this patient? And the other nurse is like volunteering. She was like, oh, I'll take it because I only have 2 patients. And you can just worry about your patients and I'll just take it. It's whatever you want to do though. So I'm like, and he on the other line saying, take it. So I was like, okay, I'll take it. He was like, yeah, girl, because this is such an easy patient. She knows that these patients are easy. That's why she's trying to take it. We got to look out for each other because don't let these nurses play you. He was just like, she already know. Y'all know Cash ain't gonna never let me do nothing by myself. But he basically was like, she know that when they come in for the hysterectomies, that most of the time these are like electives and that these are, walkie-talkie ambulatory women. Obviously, it's the hysterectomy. But when you got a thyroid, it's up here. Airway, major concern. So she already knew that I was going to have to be running with this patient way more than I would with the person with the hysterectomy. Because they up walking, talking, they got Foley's in initially. So you didn't even got to really worry about too much with the hysterectomies. But when you got the thyroidectomy, that you got to really be paying attention, making sure these people are alive and not like suffocating or bleeding on the internally. So she was going to try to stick me with 2 thyroidectomies. And she was going to get the 2 hysterectomies. I just want to give us just a shout out to him. That's it. Because if he would have never spoke up and told me to just go ahead and get this patient, then she would have had me real busy, bogged down with a lot of work to do, a lot of orders to go through. And then come to find out, my thyroidectomy patient was supposed to be a same-day surgery, but she was too nauseous, so they had me keep her. They had her stay the night just to make sure, that she's okay and don't vomit, Her patient actually was a patient that had to get admitted. She had to do an admission database. She had to do a lot more. And that's what she gets. Because she was trying to play me. She tried to play me and ended up getting the patient that did really require. My lady ended up being good. Eat, drink. I got her up to the toilet several times. No issues. God don't like it. So, all in all, I had a super good day. You know, I brushed up on my post-surgical skills. I actually liked it. I had no tech, and so it got really busy at one point, but it was worth it because, you know, now I feel more confident. So I could have been complaining like, oh, put me over in med surg so that I can just deal with patients that I know, easy peasy. But it was kind of good that I was over there in the post-surgical, you know, just changing it up.